RSVP Mailer is part of the RSVPMaker plugin, and the RSVPMaker plugin is one of the foundational components of the WordPress for Toastmasters solution. It's a system for sending out email that is composed in the WordPress editor using a format that allows you to set a border around your content and customize it in other ways, and then we can send it out to hundreds or thousands of people. Now, the default template that I get, if I just do add new on a default implementation, it just has this gray background color here, but I can select the background and I can change it to any number of other colors. And on a site with a Toastmasters theme that has the Toastmasters brand colors programmed in, these would all be Toastmasters approved colors, not that horrible orange. And so, for example, this one has true maroon as the background color and happy yellow down the bottom with the Toastmasters logo. And in here is where I would type my message. So it just gives a little bit of a nice frame around an image. You can also do things like use a background image. So here is a message landing in my mailbox that has the blue curtains from the toastmos.org homepage as a background image behind my content. So for the message that I'm sending out to as a demo for this, I have a modified version of that true maroon background color template that I'm using. And I'm composing this using the same basic techniques that I would use for a blog or a web page. So this is an image that I've added in. If I wanted to use a different size version of that image, I could change that. I can reformat it a little bit, decide whether it should be centered and things like that. I can put a caption on it. And I can also include video in here. And so the example here actually has a YouTube video embedded in it. And it has a way of pulling in a still image from YouTube and presenting that in the framework, because the live video can't be embedded in an email, but you can embed a link to the live video. So we have ways of doing all of these cool things. So when I am ready to send this, I would update it for a last time, make sure that I save it to the server, and when I go out and view it, it doesn't show up in the regular website presentation. It shows up in this preview of what's going to go out by email, and I can scroll down and I can choose some options. So for a club newsletter, you could send to website members if your club members are all set up with accounts on the system the way I recommend that they should be in a Toastmos setup. You can send out to club website members, but here I'm going to send out to all the members of the WordPress for Toastmasters email list. I could have sublists within that of people who signed up on the RSVP sign-up form, for example. But I just want to send out to the whole list. And so I'm going to click here. And it will tell me actually that this is a large list that I'm sending to. So I need to confirm that I really want to do this, that I know what I'm doing. And I'm going to say yes. I'm going to claim that I know what I'm doing. And it says big email broadcast confirmed. So it will start sending out to that list that is about 1,300 recipients. It'll send it out in batches of 500 at a time. It'll go out fairly quickly. So this is part of what I get using behind the scenes a service called Postmark that handles high volume email delivery. It handles tracking of links and who opened the message and any spam complaints, helps me manage that stuff through the RSVPMaker software. And so this is a great addition, but I'm not paying for a lot of things that I don't use. For example, I've used an integration with MailChimp for years but I have been composing my messages very often in WordPress and sending them out through the MailChimp API. This service, I'm just using the API for large volume email sending. So this is very cool. I'm excited about it. I'm interested to see what other designers can do with these tools with different layouts, and I hope you check it out and talk to me about how to make it better.